I have not a clue where to start with this. But, you know. This account needs, like, a lot of saving, that's for sure. There is so much wrong with it. So I kind of feel like running around with Nilu team. For once. Just for once. Hello, hello, Arthur Steven. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow as well. Let's see. I should probably do the quests because for a while now, I've kind of just let them pile. Because I didn't want to do them. Oh, hello, hello! Hi, Mel. Hi, Undine. Wait. Galoma? I don't know how to say her name. I tried, but I lost the Kaching. It was like the rare occasion where I lost. But that makes me happy because now I have guaranteed for Columbina. So I, like, can't be mad. I don't even know if it's, like, saved yet. I don't think it is. I know. But I think it's fine. Because the main goal is Columbina anyways, but I really wanted to clear Abyss. So I, like, got greedy and went for the pull. Is she that good? You're making me, like, wanna, you know... Yes? Because, you know, I can always, like, have a little bit more. But I also, like, C6'd everybody except for Kave. So I don't know if it's really worth it. I heard she's good with Nilu, right? I've been wanting an excuse to run Nilu. Is it a Gamba Ingle? She's premium with Nilu. You know what? Let's see. Do we get a 10 pity? I don't have too much faith in a 10 pity, but you know. No. I didn't think so. Wow. Thank God it wasn't Barbara. You don't understand. So, whenever I was, like, initially doing my whole... Oh, I'm gonna spend and, like... randomly pull... I only spent, like, a little bit. Not a whole lot. Because I already had some saved up. I was like, you know what? I might as well try. And I only got Barbara in one cookie. Which was fine. But still. Special story mode. I didn't even know I started a quest at some point. I don't remember this. This goes to show also how long it's been since I played. My account's in ruins. Oh, Montas music. Oh, we're brokies.
Greetings, traveler. Paimon.
Did they ever change Paimon's voice actor, by the way? I know this quest is like a little bit old now, but I don't remember.
In general, yes. The people of Mondstadt don't delegate their work to others this time of year. But
Let's do that.
To take a look around. I think you'll pick up on something unusual. Take a look around, huh?
It just can't ever be a normal Windbloom festival, huh? No, where did it go? There it goes.
Finally Windbloom. And here I am ruining everything.
You're a bit tired. No big deal. Give it some time. How about doing something fun tonight? We could take a
Fun.
stroll or go stargazing.
Stargazing? Like we'll find a spot. You know people start reserving places on Star Snatch Cliff the moment the sun goes down.
I'm pretty sure there's plenty of spots in Teyvat to go stargazing.
I'm just not in the mood. I should go. Whoa! Something's off with Beatrice. She would never give up a chance to talk to Quinn. This is weird.
Oh, you're leaving? I can walk you home.
Are they like
Oh, it's
some
okay.
couple or something?
Thank you. I just need some
I don't know the
time
NPC
outside.
lore.
Besides, there's still something I need to do. The truth is, Quinn, not long ago,
What is it? Is there something wrong?
Never mind. It's nothing. Actually, Quinn,
What
think
the?
we should stop seeing each other for now.
Huh? Wait, are you saying we can't be friends anymore? I thought we
They're
were
not even a
best
couple, they're best
friends.
friends talking like this?
See that? Beatrice ran off without looking back. Oh, we go adventuring in other nations for a bit, and one of Mondstadt's
Oh, hello, hello! Welcome back!
stories is
How's it going?
So, is this what you meant by unusual, Captain? This is just one example. Beatrice has been feeling down for days. But that's not all.
What? Why not winning? What is this?
It's the honorary knight in Paimon.
Is something wrong? You don't look so good.
I know.
Is everyone
the
just like
knight should be
really
stronger than
depressed
this.
during
I haven't
Windbloom?
been feeling right lately. I just can't focus.
Are the flowers poisonous?
I started sleepwalking out of nowhere. Sometimes I'd even wake up in the middle of the night standing in a random location outside.
You should see a doctor.
I did, but all the tests came back normal. The doctor said I'm fine.
There's gotta be something in the flowers.
Yeah, I even consulted Miss Barbara at the church, but her conclusion was the same. In any case, she was kind enough to pray to Lord Barbados for me to get better. Is it?
I'm doing great! I thought I'd do a stream today that's like kinda chill because I'm not gonna be here for about a weekish. Starting tomorrow.
It is Windbloom after all.
I might bring my computer, but I'm not sure. The Wi-Fi is gonna be pretty bad though, so I won't be able to stream.
Huh. Is it something in the air, maybe?
That's what I'm saying. It's gotta be the flowers.
It appears Miss Donna is also out of sorts. Where can I find a truly fascinating
Thank you.
man?
Keep in mind though, it's not the official one.
Is the one who has a huge crush on
It is
Taylor,
pretty though.
correct? That's what I thought too. But she seems to have changed her mind.
I kinda do eventually want to get like an ink one done with the official design.
Huh. Now that I look at him, he's exactly my type. How come I never felt this way before?
There's gotta be something in the flowers, I'm telling you. And Kaya doesn't have a voice. I thought I've been like not playing long enough that the strike stuff would be done,
Of course
honestly.
not. I'm sorry, Captain. Just pretend I didn't say anything. And, have a happy Windbloom.
Wait, was she always after Felix?
So, you knew about that? Well, Master Diluc came into the city not too long ago, but when I saw him, it was like
No, it's not.
butterflies.
I have the
anymore.
the official one somewhere in the Discord or on my Twitter. It's like the pinned one.
Be like waking up and realizing you're married
Honestly, the Tomos would be a pretty good, like, permanent model, though.
But then I saw you. And it wasn't that something was different about you. I can't really explain it. It was just a feeling.
There's gotta be something in these flowers.
Oh, here he comes.
Oh, maybe I should voice, like, the non-voiced characters. Not at all. You're the exact two people I've been trying to find. So, Traveler, Paimon, how have you been? I can't do guy voices either, it's so cooked. The answer to that requires a private conversation.
Not at all.
Oh, it's on
How can I
auto.
be free?
It goes faster than I can read it.
So, you said you were looking for us.
Yes, Jean sent me to find you when she heard you were back in Mondstadt. But let's begin the but let's discuss the finer details back at headquarters. So, like, surely, by the end of this, it's just like poison flowers. Like, I'm onto these flowers. These don't look natural. They're green. How am I supposed to trust green flowers? It's gotta be these. You know, something else that would be kind of cool is like, I think I saw something about Genshin letting you make custom characters. Maybe it would be possible to get, the new design into it? I'm not sure, though. I haven't looked too much into it. I just heard about it.
Ah, Kaya. You found them.
Yep. I managed to track them down.
Good. With what's about to happen, it's great to have you in town. Whoa! Headquarters are packed! What's going on?
Honorary Knight Paimon. Huh.
This guy's name is Note.
I believe introductions are in order.
Is the other guy's name Book? Allow me. You have Note, captain of the second company. Skirion, captain of the third company. Eula, captain of the fourth company. And me, of course, captain of the ninth company.
Oh, you're all captains?
Whoa.
Right. Master Jean is waiting for you inside. She'll explain everything.
Surely Jean has a voice, right? Oh my gosh, she doesn't. I can't do a Jean voice. I know that much. It's a little bit too generic for me. It's so awkward when there's no voice.
A trial?
I thought we were past this.
Sad, not Fontaine.
We haven't conducted one in quite some time. The Knights of Favonius oversee most matters of law and order in Mondstadt. Of course, in interest of fairness, major cases are tied jointly with the Church. Under the guidance of Barbados, the Knights uphold I can't pronounce these big words. Like, speaking doesn't work with me. Chivalric justice and the spirit of our order, and the Church carries blessings and goodwill wherever the wind can reach. In today's case, requires a joint trial by both parties.
Which means it's a serious one. So, do you need our help?
Everyone needs our help. Hold on. Group of people we saw in the corridor just now. There was someone missing. Wait, did they actually expend on Albedo?
Captain
A keen observation, traveler. That happens to be exactly why I called you here. The day in the upcoming trial against Captain Albedo, we will do our utmost to understand the facts of this case and deliver a fair and impartial verdict. Wait, what?
Albedo is the one on trial? What did he do?
Jean, it's time. Understood, traveler. Paimon, come with me. I wasn't prepared for more Albedo stuff. Please, sit wherever you'd like. I only ask that you remain calm no matter what you hear. I need to head over there. Don't worry. The trial will be fair. This is some Fontaine shit. Now that everyone is gathered, let us begin. With Grandmaster Varka away from Mondstadt for the time being, I, Jean Gunhilder, will oversee today's proceedings. Wait, that's a guy? Mr. Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, will serve as ambassador. Assessor? Assessor. That's what it is. As representatives of our respective organizations, we will ensure a just verdict in this case.
Oh, that's a new face. Deacon of the church. Does that mean he works with Barbara and Rosaria?
The defendant in today's case is captain of the investigation team, Albedo. Albedo, what did you do? That's what I'm wondering. Certain aspects of this case are classified, and it remains uncertain whether the alleged victims are citizens of Mondstadt. As such, this trial is not open to the public. What? That makes no sense. If guilt is established in this case, all facts will be made public after the final verdict is delivered. Now the captain of the logistics company, Miss Hertha, will present the charges. The court appoints Mr. Kaya to speak on Mr. Albedo's behalf. Are both parties ready to proceed? Yes?
Ready to proceed.
Miss Hertha, the floor is yours.
Prior to this trial, the Knights of Favonius, in conjunction with the church, launched an investigation into Mr. Albedo for suspected murder and
Murder?
disposal of human remains.
Huh? Murder?
Murder?
A witness stated that, 11 days ago, in the middle of the night, she saw the defendant southeast of the city gates, dragging a large object she later identified as a human body.
What? Albedo, no way!
No. There's no way.
We now call that witness to the stand. Beatrice, please tell us what you saw.
Huh?
Well, I was out late that night on business. And when I came back, I saw someone in the moonlight that looked like Mr. Albedo. He was dragging a huge bag of some kind.
What? It could have been a bag of snow.
It was strange, so I followed him. Then there was a sudden flash of golden light. The bag opened, and inside there was a body.
Oh, it's guaranteed a body.
Mr. Albedo's vision allows him to manipulate the ground with ease. So he buried it, and then removed any traces on the ground. Before he left, it seemed like he looked in my direction. Maybe it was just my imagination, but I was terrified thinking he might kill me too.
Albedo a murderer? I now turn to the defendant. Describe your whereabouts that night. No! Albedo doesn't have a voice! That makes me... I love Albedo's voice actor. And it's not voiced? I was working in my office on the second floor of the Knights of Favonia's headquarters. That's right. The next day, the defendant submitted his latest environmental report on the Dragonspine region. Considering the length of the text, it must have taken a considerable amount of time to finish.
Can anyone attest to the fact that the defendant was working in his office that night?
No.
Then the length of the report is not a sufficient alibi.
Oh?
This isn't looking good.
At least Dahlia has a voice. If the crime did occur as you described, then what about the body? You mentioned the joint investigation. Well, was the body recovered?
Not yet.
What? In other words, you dug up the location Miss Beatrice described and found nothing? You don't find that suspicious?
I know what I saw. I'm telling the truth, Miss Hertha, I swear. Also, didn't you say that speaking out would help protect the people of Mondstadt? Otherwise, I'd never put myself out here like this.
Wait, so the people of Mondstadt would, like, watch a murder, but not tell anybody about it? I feel like that's kind of something you report.
Besides, the investigation wasn't fruitless. A single man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes near the crime scene.
Oh no, some guy lost a shoe.
The witness described. If no crime occurred, then is all this just a coincidence?
Surely Albedo didn't kill somebody. And yet, no victim has been identified, correct?
It's true. No one has been reported missing. However, Miss Beatrice harbors no ill will.
How do you know that?
Her testimony clearly points to a crime, and she has no reason to lie.
I would have no reason to lie about my hair color. Doesn't mean I wouldn't do it anyways. Like, I could tell you all my hair color is blue. Even though it's clearly purple. I don't have a reason to. Does the defendant wish to say anything in response? You may believe otherwise, Miss Hertha, but I did not kill a single person. As a knight and the captain of the investigation team, I have the duty to protect the Mondstadt and its people. You accuse me of murder, but there's no body or motive.
The defendant raises an important point. Motive. Yet, I must be frank, not all murders are premeditated. Spontaneous conflict can also have unforeseen consequences.
And you think Albedo would randomly kill somebody?
Nevertheless, I don't intend to prosecute this case on circumstantial evidence alone. Which brings me to the second charge against Mr. Albedo.
Second?
Second charge?
What the hell did you do, Albedo? Please proceed.
7 days ago, at dawn, a witness saw the defendant dispose of the body of an adult male in the area between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery.
What?
I now call the second witness to the stand.
Wait, that's...
D-Luke? Please tell the court what you saw? Oh my gosh, he doesn't have a voice either? At around 3:40 in the morning, I saw Albedo dispose of a body beneath a cliff. It was dark and he used the power of Geo to illuminate his surroundings. From what I could tell, it looked like a body of an adult male, tall and thin, but I couldn't make out the age. He buried the body underneath the cliff and smoothed out the ground to remove any traces.
We now have accounts from two separate witnesses that describe the same modus operandi. Would you call that a coincidence?
I would only inquire as to what Mr. Diedrich was doing in that area so early in the morning. Not the most opportune time for a stroll. Is there a such thing? Dawn Winery is my home. It's not unusual for me to take walks in the area. I just so happen to be in the right place at the right time, that's all. He says that a lot, I feel like. That's such a Diluc thing. Master Diluc is a well-respected figure in Mondstadt. I see no reason for him to frame Mr. Albedo. Yet the question remains, where are the bodies?
Before you suggest a lack of evidence, Mr. Kaya, you should know. After the defendant left that morning, the witness found this where the body was buried.
And this is what looks to be the teeth and femur of a human. Now that does beg the question, if the burial was fresh, why is this all that remains of the body? But I suppose Mr. Albedo is the only one who can answer that? Careful now, Mr. Diluc. I do believe I hear a presumption of guilt in there somewhere.
These remains suggest an accelerated rate of decomposition. Considering the defendant's profession, there's reason to suspect that alchemy is at play here. Both witnesses saw golden light, a known byproduct of alchemy.
But they just said it was his geovision.
The light also explains how the witnesses were able to get a clear view of the events in the dark.
So that's your angle, alchemy. A logical assessment, but we have a witness of our own. The afternoon before the alleged murder, Mr. Albedo had a lengthy intellectual exchange with his student Sucrose. The two were in the library until the next morning. Why did the discussion last so long? Miss Sucrose was presenting the results of her research. She noticed some flaws in the data and insisted on reviewing her calculations until the next morning with Mr. Albedo present. That's right. We were in the library together.
You're certain Mr. Albedo was present the whole time?
Yes, and I know Mr. Albedo would never kill someone. He could never be that cruel. Yes, I don't think anybody would ever kill anybody either.
Nevertheless, the other witnesses have no reason to lie. Tell me, Miss Sucrose, that meeting in the library, were you awake the whole time? Sounds like a considerable duration to go without sleep.
Oh,
I do hope you can be truthful with us. It concerns the safety of countless Mondstadt citizens. A crime like this cannot go unpunished.
I'll take it from here. During our meeting, Sucrose did fall asleep not long after midnight. It's alright, Sucrose. You don't have to lie for me. This is a sacred place of judgment. The truth is paramount. Mr. Albedo. I see. Then I'm afraid your alibi cannot be substantiated. Do you understand? Yes, I know claiming innocence without proof isn't enough. But the prosecution's argument has its own holes. There's no mention of a motive, or what exact method could reduce human body to those remains.
No conclusive evidence of guilt. But the witness accounts do match to an extent that can't be dismissed. This is a tricky one.
Allow me to submit another piece of evidence. The investigators intercepted one of Mr. Albedo's correspondences. I will now read the pertinent parts to the court.
A correspondence? Oh no, that envelope does look like it belongs to Mr. Albedo.
I have never abandoned the subject of human research. In fact, delving deeper into Dragonspine has led me to realize that the concept of life could be further expanded and transformed into that of birth. The mystery of human birth is often linked to death. As such, death is the most suitable material for the creation of new life. To that end, we must engage in a process of putrefaction and refinement.
Putrefaction and refinement.
Is that in reference to an alchemical process?
The letter continues. Experimental trials have been carried out in the northwestern part of Dragonspine, in the area southeast of Mondstadt's main gate. The data
Oh?
is as expected. Just as you endeavored to do, I too shall take up the path of creation.
I think it's funny that they didn't actually have him sit in the chair and he's just standing in front of it.
Living beings.
I trust the investigators have confirmed this to be the defendant's handwriting, and that the letter makes more than passing mention of putrefaction and refinement.
Correct. Not to mention, the locations indicated in the letter match both crime scenes. What more can we trust than the defendant's own words?
No, it can't be true.
I can't believe it.
A guilty verdict cannot be delivered without sufficient evidence. In order to protect all parties involved, that is what our principles demand. My original assessment was that we lacked said evidence. But now, it seems the only remaining questions are the identities of the victims and the specific alchemical process used in this case.
I feel like so much could be cleared up if Albedo would just talk. Huh? Then we are in agreement. The evidence is conclusive on the charges of a murder and unlawful disposal of human remains. The court finds the defendant guilty? Albedo a murderer? The people in attendance appear shocked. No one can believe a well-mannered person like Albedo could commit such a crime. Jean stipulates that those unsatisfied with the verdict will have time to submit an objection or appeal, but most appear hopeless in the moment. As you watch Albedo being taken back to headquarters, you feel a strange feeling that something is hidden, is about to come to light. It all comes back to the letter, a secret that you and Albedo know about too well, but the people of Mondstadt have yet to discover.
Why would Albedo do something like that? Oh, this has to be a nightmare.
He was a synthetic human created through alchemy. Could that have something to do with this case? But what, following in Rangdother's footsteps just because he's an alchemical creation? That could only make him more suspicious. Oh my gosh, every Mondstadt character is just not voiced. What is this? Oh, this took a turn for the worse.
Rosaria! Oh, when did you get here?
I've been here the whole time. I happen to have a message to pass along. Yes, you're needed at Star Snatch Cliff. He's waiting for you there.
Who is he?
You know, you'll know when you get there. Go on now, time is like the wind. It waits for no one? Oh? Is it like the 2 Albedo thing again? The current story seems to be related to your past adventures. So would you... Sure. I've never seen this before. You and Paimon went to Dragonspine to ask Albedo, who was conducting research there, some questions about alchemy, only to discover a series of strange events. Strange, soft noises echoing through the mountains that could not be traced. The ransacking and theft of alchemical notes at the campsite. Albedo disappearing after a chat outside a cave, but having no memory of the incident. At the same time, Eula encountered Albedo elsewhere on the mountain, attempting to lead a child away, and he attacked Eula upon being discovered? You're able to confirm the presence of a mysterious figure impersonating Albedo. Huh? A running battle ensued? Ambushing and being ambushed. Hunting and being hunted. In the end, Albedo eliminated the giant mutant Whopperflower posing as him. Yet there were more than 2 people wearing that face on the mountain. Does he, like, have a twin brother? Like an evil twin? Oh yeah, I gotta make it the Star Stash Cliff. I've never wished I had Sayu, like, in my party more, but I know that I'm just better off running there than even bothering switching out.
Here. I see everything.
What's the character that, like, picks stuff up for you? I remember seeing something about that. I think it's a Neffa. I need a Neffa, because I don't like picking stuff up. For that exact reason, too. No other reason. Oh, it's Venti! Yeah, Genshin.
Traveler, Paimon! I could hear your arrival.
Kinda miss Genshin.
Were you looking for me? Venti, did you send us that message?
No, I did.
Oh, Dahlia.
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait, Venti, do you know this guy? His name is, what is his name again?
Dang, Dahlia's not rememberable enough, I guess.
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, deacon of the Church of Favonius, and herald of the animal.
Dahlia just looks like he has cat ears on his hat.
Don't forget next time, right? That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your mind, so I thought we should have a chat. After all, I am the Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animo Archon in the loop.
Wait then, you know about...
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
Don't worry, Dahlia and I are close. He knows everything.
Dang, we aren't special anymore.
Besides, a god needs someone to communicate their will in a formal setting, and no one does that better than Dahlia.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
Poor Venti.
Well, I knew from the moment Daughter and Alice brought Albedo to Mondstadt. When those two are in town, no one can afford to slack off. The Kryda Prince, a perfect specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of the case, there are countless questions surrounding Albedo's motive. His true identity is a potential weakness.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Doesn't that assume that other people know Albedo isn't human?
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
Which means...
Everyone's voice there, so I can put it on auto.
Your friend. Me? Well, I know that Albedo is a synthetic being, and that a lot of strange things have been happening in Mondstadt, even though Windbloom should be about drinking and having fun. We noticed that too! The minute we got here, something was off.
It has to be the flowers.
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts. Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
That's probably the most shocking one.
Remains for the songs to tell. The world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free.
I think that's the first time I've heard Venti actually sing.
Oh, just making a comment. There are always unavoidable trials in life. At least, that's what Barbados would say. A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like that. In such cases, even the Seven know better than to tamper with fate. If only there was a brave soul willing to aid their friend in his time of need.
Wow, I wonder who that might be.
All of Mondstadt could be worse for it. Protecting Mondstadt is part of being an honorary knight, right? You'll still have help, of course, which is why I prepared a little surprise.
Little surprise.
Don't worry, I removed the fuse, so it's not going to explode. Say hello to the Dodo communication device.
We're using Klee inventions now.
This thing belongs to you now? We're old pals. Don't think she'd care if I borrowed it for a few days. Anyway, this invention, with a little help from a trick of mine, will allow us to keep in touch. Just take it out and we can chat. That's all I ask.
He turned a bomb into a walkie-talkie?
You have the wind on your side.
Crimes 1 and 2. This is making me want to, like, try to get constellations for Albedo again. What? So that whole section wasn't part of the story mode? I know you all must be shocked, but the evidence is solid. Albedo's situation is not looking good.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that. Using living people as alchemical test subjects? It's like something out of a novel.
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
This version of events is hard for me to accept as anyone, but Varka once said Albedo is very different from the rest of us. Perhaps there are things we still need to learn about him. Let's see what Albedo has to say for himself first. Would you mind giving me a moment, everyone? A private matter requires my attention. Oh my goodness. Favor after favor. Like Jean said, after the verdict, we have to submit an appeal, and I will do my utmost to convince Albedo to accept. He's been acting strange, and I can't read him for the life of me, but I need you two to start investigating the case. As well as honorary members of Knights of Favonius and Albedo's friends, Kyan and I already have an official Okay. I know it's against the spirit of the season to ask you to do this, but Albedo is a trusted member of our ranks. We owe him the benefit of a doubt. I know you'll get to the bottom of this, traveler. You've never failed us in our time of need.
But what if the accusations turn out to be true?
Then, you will have done Mondstadt a great service all the same. I'm expecting a retrial. Until then, you're welcome to have a look around Albedo's office on the 2nd floor. I'm counting on you. Wait, does that finally, like, exist? Can I finally go up there? Did they finally model it? Or does it just, like... They finally added stuff up here! Oh. There's nothing else, though. I was so happy for a second.
Wait, Captain Kaya! Surely I can't just...
You were here on Jean's orders. She asked them to investigate Albedo's office.
In that case, head on in.
What else could he have thought was happening?
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it.
It just looks like some alchemy nerd lives here. Alright, I have some work of my own, so I'll leave you to it. Good luck to you two.
Alright, let's see what we can find.
Albedo's notes lie on the table. They resemble one of the ones you've seen before, but the contents are different this time. As always, the penmanship is impeccable, careful and neat with certain elegance in its uniformity, much like the man himself. One of the notes reads, putrefaction should be regarded as a counter-stimulation to the process of life, like highly efficient and destructive spell of rot. Upon use, the target will decay within an extremely short period of time, turning into dust and nearly visible to the naked eye before dissipating into the air. That does not look good for albedo. There's a test tube on the shelf with some black powder residue at the bottom. There is no black powder residue in this. This is just an orange, like, Fanta in a bottle. Next to it lies a neatly written note. Chalk is the next stage after soil, but the current available materials are still insufficient to construct a stable structure.
Nope. No idea what that means. Not sure if it's too hard for Paimon or too hard for anyone outside this line of work.
I think it's just too hard for Paimon. A lock box sits on the desk. The latch bears signs of wear, suggesting the importance of whatever lies within. The box likely remained locked most of the time. But now the lid remains wide open as if the owner was forced to leave in a hurry and didn't have time to lock it. Perhaps the letter intercepted by investigators was once stored here, though the remaining contents shouldn't hold much weight as conclusive evidence, but you still get a strange feeling after reviewing them. In elegant penmanship, the letter reads, in addition, I do happen to have some information on the subject of our last discussion. The materials and arcane formation required for human transmutation? The formations in these records likely originate from Conrian art of Kima, but relevant documentation has been well maintained over time, so I cannot guarantee that there are no errors or omissions. As thanks for your patience, past assistance, I've enclosed the records within this letter. Well, that does not mean I support your pursuit of this research. Ethics aside, I'm not convinced it's even possible to create a human whose existence is identical to our own. The idea that this dynamic of a creator and creation could exist within the same species is cause for concern. Even with a talent like yours, I must urge you to proceed with caution. The signature belongs to an unfamiliar name, one that also appears on an alchemy book nearby. You skim the preface to learn that it's an author is an old and accomplished alchemist. The person is likely a friend of Albedo's academic circle, someone who owed Albedo a favor but also urged him to refrain from conducting dangerous research.
Human transmutation? Is Albedo seriously looking into that? Ooh, Paimon doesn't want to think about that.
It doesn't look good, but this letter can't directly prove that Albedo did anything. Besides, a technique like that must be too dangerous to share with the public, right? That's why it wasn't brought up during the trial? Is there anything else? Book or... okay, just the book. There's a stack of books on the desk, mostly relating to alchemy, environmental science, and life science. Some of the pages have been marked with academic circles, and others have S-shaped or triangular symbols drawn on them. Any potential meaning is unclear.
Wow, these books are so fancy. Albedo must have gone to great lengths to get them.
Investigate underneath the book. After moving the book, the desk looked almost empty. Your hand slipped while moving the book, causing the hardcover to shake the desk, resulting in a noise a bit unusual. It's subtle, but to an experienced adventurer, it sounds too hollow, almost like there's a compartment within the desk. Well, what's on...
Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk.
well, what's in it? It does appear to be a compartment, added to one side of the desk. It was very well hidden. The lock mechanism is complex and seems to involve elemental power in some way. Perhaps you could try using the power of Geo. The hidden compartment opens. Inside lies a piece of paper with more information. Festering is also a manifestation of rot. When festering forces and a sufficient amount of life energy collide, the two would repel each other, triggering a powerful side effect. When I tested this in an alka... Hi, Cloud! How's you? How's you? The results of refinement were startling? Wait, so Albedo's guilty? My boy Albedo? How's your vacation been so far? Super fun? Or... breaking through the shackles of life, this simulation of the Blink project? I must take advantage of this opportunity.
The name of the project is blotted out in ink. What could it be?
The note mentioned the festering forces, but now suggests that Dragonspine could be involved somehow. If this has something to do with creating synthetic life, would Albedo go that far for one of his experiments? No, that can't be. Wait, lots of snow! Wait, where are you? Snow? Isn't it like fall? Amid the notes, the map with a few markings on it. Two of the marked locations correspond with the crime scenes, and the third appears to be in Dragonspine. I'll definitely remember where that is on the map. 96? How are you alive? What is this? Oh wait, that's like above the bore. The hard pill is swallowed, but if the results of the joint investigation are correct, there could possibly be a body hidden in the last location. Or at least what remains of one.
What does this mean? Oh, do you think something might also be buried at the last location? Alright, that seems to be it for this place. We should go tell Jean what we found.
Or we could go look before we tell Jean. Dodo Dodo Doko. Hi! Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoy the rest of your vacation.
Oh, Vent is calling. Let's answer.
Dodo Dodo Dodoko!
How's the investigation going? Find anything?
Oh, we
I still can't believe he turned a bomb into a phone.
stuff that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
I see. So, Albedo's researching something that doesn't help his case, huh?
Free Albedo!
Not promising. We should be grateful Albedo's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out that he's one of Rhindaughter's creations, there'd be no separating him from her past. As we both know, Rhindaughter's approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness, and the evidence you just found, let's just say it could convince even those closest to him of his guilt. Perhaps even you.
The note sounded like him.
Then it comes down to trust. Do you trust Albedo?
Oh, I always trust Albedo.
Friend, we should keep the faith. And if he really is the culprit, he must have had a reason, right? Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, that must be it.
Either way, a fair investigation means coming to a conclusion presented by the facts.
Does that mean even Venti no longer believes in him?
Remaining objective has its own value. Remember, none of this is your fault. Just report back with an honest assessment of the facts.
Yeah. Well, let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned.
Or we can go look at Dragonspine first, because I swear that will be faster.
Wait, that's my
voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
Running a 1v1 again? I'd be down to later tonight.
It's okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
Ah, I see. I'll,
I should have time before I have to pack up for tomorrow. Not 100% guaranteed though.
Hold on. You didn't hear what we were saying, did you?
Oh, I'm just going to visit a friend for a week.
Oh,
Oh my goodness, no! I'm visiting a
doesn't make
friend.
sense anyway.
Well, do us a favor and just forget anything you might have heard, okay?
Oh,
That doesn't sound suspicious at all whatsoever.
That map we found in a hidden compartment seems important. We should check out the marked locations.
Let me see, I know this is a little low. Bet.
Since you have Master Jean's permit,
Wait, I could talk to him through the wall, that's so funny. Let me out! Where does it want me to go? Oh! So I do just get to go to Dragonspine first. That's nice. Door just... Shut up! We don't talk about the stupid door. The door doesn't exist, okay? Oh wait, I need to be looking for something that's probably like right here. Ish. I would assume under a tree. Surely it's just under a tree. Or by a rock? What? This tree? Surely he wouldn't bury it like up here. No. Where?
We should be getting close.
Oh. Although everything is covered in snow as a seasoned adventurer, you notice a spot on the ground that looks quite different from its surroundings. You remove the snow and find a sizable hole underneath, large enough to fit a human body. But the hole is completely empty. The surrounding markings make it look like something was dug up.
Weird. There's a hole, but no body. The prosecution's argument is that Albedo used alchemy to destroy the bodies. But this location is different from the other two. Why not fill the hole? Or smooth out the ground like the other places?
If one person did this, why not remove the traces like the others? And if Albedo isn't the one responsible, why was this location marked in his notes? You're back. Did you find anything?
Yeah, but none of it helps Albedo's case.
You tell Jean your findings from Albedo's office. I see. A complicated result, but your efforts are appreciated. Yes, he asked for a retrial. There are still questions surrounding the identities of the victims and the disappearances of the bodies. The minimal remains were uncovered and have been sent for forensic analysis, which should provide some answers. It's just...
What's wrong?
If the victims turn out to be Mondstadt citizens, the situation becomes all the more serious. The second trial would likely have to be open to the public. And I doubt public sentiment will be in Albedo's favor.
Yeah, not when the charges are so serious. Hmm.
The second trial is to take place in 2 days. I hope you consider attending this one as well.
Of course, we'll be there. In the meantime, we should all just stay positive.
Well said. When the time comes, I'll carry out my duty to be the best of my ability. That's it? Miles. Wait, is he framing Albedo? Or is he Albedo? Wait until 2 days later? Oh, there's like nothing else to do, okay. Well... That's such a weird pause position.
We should meet up with Jean. It's about time for the second trial.
You two. Let me know if you're ready and we'll head out. Alright, follow me. It just randomly became morning. Ladies and gentlemen, we now convene for the second trial against Mr. Albedo. I, Jean Gunhildir, will once again oversee the proceedings. Representatives on both sides remain unchanged, and Mr. Dahlia will continue to serve as assessor. Ms. Harder presents the prosecution, and Mr. Kaya speaks on behalf of the defense. The defendant in this case, Mr. Albedo, captain of the investigation team. With that, I now bring this trial to order. Miss Herta, have the investigators made any new discoveries?
Yes. We sent the teeth and the femur bone found at the scene to the church's medical office, and were able to conclude that these are, in fact, human remains. In addition, the investigators were able to identify several Mondstadt citizens who appear to have been missing for quite some time. Forensic analysis of the remains allowed us to pinpoint the age and gender of the deceased. Interestingly, one of the missing individuals matches that profile to a T. The medical office couldn't spare the personnel, so Miss Rosaria is here to present the results to the court.
Hensman Mal, 46 years old, marital status single, occupation hunter. Consistent with the conclusion of the last trial, his disappearance went unreported, likely due to the lack of relatives. In addition, medical records show that he sustained a mechanism-related injury to his leg 3 years ago. The damage on the femur bone Mr. Deluc found is consistent with such an injury. Therefore, we can conclude that one of the victims in this case is Hanselman. A specialized technique was likely used to accelerate the rate of decomposition?
Is it reasonable to assume this technique to be alchemical in nature?
Alchemical or magical, both are possible.
Thank you for your testimony.
The identity of one of the victims is now confirmed. But what about the defendant's motive?
Considering what he wrote in the letter, we can deduce that the defendant needed subjects for an alchemy experiment. Who better than individuals whose disappearance would go unnoticed? In other words, he sacrificed the good people of Mondstadt for his own gain.
This still doesn't sound like an Albedo thing.
Act. In addition, another witness has agreed to testify. Miss Donna, if you would.
Another one, huh?
Wait, Donna from the flower shop?
I'm sorry it took so long for me to come forward. But the night Master Diluc saw Mr. Albedo, I was there too.
Huh?
I was camping with a friend and we decided to stop near Dragonspine. I couldn't really get comfortable that night, so around dawn, I decided to go for a walk. And that's when I saw Master Diluc. I thought it might be nice to, chat. So I headed in his direction and then I saw it. Someone at the bottom of the cliff was...
So this is why she's acting weird, acting like she doesn't like him anymore? And she was like obsessed?
I was terrified the person might see me. Even after I fled, I couldn't shake that fear. And I started to wish I never had a crush on Master Diluc in the first place.
What?
If I hadn't wanted to talk to him, I would never have been in that situation. Well, I didn't want to come forward because I was scared.
I see. Just stepping forward is brave enough, Miss Donna. The court thanks you for your courage and commitment to justice.
Yes. Thank you.
The two witnesses corroborate the same sequence of events. That just leaves the question of how the defendant disposed of the bodies.
I believe the answer lies in the alchemical technique mentioned in the letter. The defendant is the most accomplished alchemist in Mondstadt. He has the skill, no question.
A special investigator was also uncovered some relevant evidence on that subject. I will now present it to the court.
Wait, does she mean...
The evidence we found in Albedo's office. The following are pieces of evidence covered in Mr. Albedo's office, the most important of which is this map. The map was found with the defendant's notes. The markings correspond with the description in the letter and the locations of the crime scenes. Does this map belong to you? Yes? Oh. Were you the one that marked these locations? Yes. You do realize it's basically an admission of guilt, don't you? The evidence against you is nearly insurmountable. No. Since you uncovered that compartment, I might as well expound on the matter.
We have witnesses and physical evidence. What could you possibly say in your defense?
What I always have, I never killed a single person.
Ugh, you have some nerve. Saying that when the evidence is stacked against you?
Miss Hertha, you've presented a meticulous and convincing case, I'll give you that. But I will not admit to something I didn't do.
So, what? You're just going to bombard the court with excuses?
It's a rather dismissive way of referring it to an innocent man speaking on his own defense. Besides, I'm not making excuses, I'm exerting patience.
That won't make the charges against you disappear, Mr. Albedo.
Perhaps not, but patience comes with its only reward. It's easy for things to remain buried in snow, until someone comes along and brushes it away. Shino? You were the one who uncovered those notes, right? Then I'm assuming you visited the third location marked on the map as well. You nod your head and give an honest account of the scenes you saw in the Dragon's Spine. Whatever was kept in the hold was gone, and the surrounding area bore markings of an unknown creature. With everything covered in snow, no one knew there was something to discover in the first place.
Then, there must also have been a body.
What clues am I missing? Oh no, not this stuff again! I hate these, like, mini-games. I literally always just click randomly and, like, pray. No, that doesn't make sense. What? Most people know Albedo as an alchemist and the captain of the investigation team, but in truth, he's the Prince, a synthetic human created by one of the five sinners, Gold Granddaughter. Albedo is steadfast, intelligent, and treats everyone with kindness and respect. I think most people would agree with him in that assessment. He is also a calculated thinker. It's fair to say that if he did commit a crime, it likely would be well concealed. Up until now, Albedo has never displayed any ill will towards humanity, and he also still seems like his normal self. As his friend, I shouldn't reveal the truth about his identity. That would only make things worse for him. Almost forgot. Paimon and I encountered someone on Dragonspine who looked exactly like Albedo, and we weren't the only ones. Wait a second, someone who looks exactly like him. I'm so sad I didn't play for that one event. And I believe the result raises a few questions. Regarding the two cases addressed in the previous trial, it was established... Hey, I wanted to read that! No. Regarding the two cases addressed in the previous trial, it was established that after disposing the bodies, the defendant used alchemy to restore the ground to its original state. But that wasn't the case at the third location. The hole was still there, with dirt scattered around the perimeter. It looked more like something had been dug up. If this was all done by one person, why wasn't the third scene given the same treatment as the others? Why weren't the other traces removed? In addition, the markings around the third locations weren't fresh, which suggests that Dragonspine's incident happened at a different time. For those reasons, I believe there's still reasonable doubt in this case, and I hope that the verdict reflects that. Thank you. Astute as ever, traveler.
Questions there may be, but allow me to point out. There is no evidence to suggest that anyone besides the defendant knew about the third location. And the map was found in his notes. That fact alone makes him the most plausible suspect. Unless Mr. Albedo suddenly plans to deny that the map belongs to him.
Allow me to respond to Shinu's point. Just completely ignore that, lady. If I cared about proving my innocence, I would indeed do as you described, Miss Erda, and deny any connection to that map. But that's not what I intend to do. The map does belong to me, and I did hide things at those three locations.
What?
There were indeed bodies at each location, and I did kill and bury someone on Dragonspine?
Ha! So you admit it. Let the record reflect that the defendant has confessed to his...
You're mistaken, Miss Erza. The story doesn't end there. Some time ago, I encountered an uninvited guest on Dragonspine, someone who wanted to take advantage of the deserted nature of the region to eliminate me in secret. This desire to kill me led to an altercation where I killed him instead, and buried the body on the mountain, the third location marked on the map.
Actually, the traveler Amber Bennett and I were with Albedo that day.
Like, that was like forever ago, though.
The Adventurers Guild was holding an event on Dragonspine. After it ended, we all left the area. If the person Albedo is referring to is different from the one we encountered on the mountain, then the altercation must have occurred after we left.
This only proves that the defendant is guilty on all counts. Those innocent people, their blood is on your hands.
No, you're wrong.
You deny it? After admitting to murder for the whole court to hear? You've clearly lost your mind.
If you would let me finish, Miss Hertha, I could get to the important part. The man who attacked me on Dragonspine was my height, with blonde hair, blue eyes, dressed in clothes nearly identical to mine. So someone who happens to look exactly like you. Exactly like him? So it's right, it does come back to what happened back then.
It's one thing to look similar, but for the clothes to be the same?
What's going on? I don't want to be here anymore.
Regardless, the important thing is that you admit to killing someone on Dragonspine.
Yes, I killed someone that day, someone who looked nearly identical to me. But I never said that someone was a person. I see, then it appears I need to withdraw my testimony.
What?
Everyone! I brought her!
Wait, you...
The person who just came in, isn't that Hertha?
Huh?
Who are you? Why do you wear my face? Hello to you, too.
As you can see, this is Hertha, the logistics captain of the Knights of
I
Favonia.
see what's going on here. It's all been leading up to this, hasn't it? Your confession. It was all an elaborate stunt to set me up. You want to undermine my credibility? Fine. It doesn't eliminate the mountain of evidence stacked against you. All I want is justice for the people of Mondstadt.
Order in the court. I've been stationed on Dragonspine all these years, because that is where the subject of my research lies, the dragon Durin. Several hundred years ago, the dragon of the east, the Valen, defeated Durin in battle, and with the help from Barbados, sealed his remains on Dragonspine. Durin was created through alchemy, one of the finest specimens of artificial life. As such, death was not a true end for him. His heart still beats and grows more revitalized day by day. My imposter on Dragonspine was a failed specimen abandoned in Durin's stomach. An unsuccessful iteration of the Homunculus project.
Homunculus?
Are you trying to insinuate that I'm some kind of homunculus? Because it looks to me like the artificial one is standing right there. Some kind of imposter you dragged in from Dragonspine. So this is what I look like when I fly off the handle. You know, they say imitation is the best form of flattery, but your impersonation has overstayed its welcome. Master Jean, what are you waiting for? We've known each other for so long.
The two of you look identical, but judging based off your demeanor, the new arrival actually seems more like the Hertha I know.
That means nothing. By that logic, I could just as easily accuse the albedo in this room of being an imposter. How do we know he isn't the fake one? A cold-blooded killer who replaced the real albedo long ago.
What?
Then, how about something only the real Hertha would know? The longest scar on my body. The knights who fought alongside me that day should remember where it is.
I remember. Let's hear your answer.
I'd like to hear Miles' answer first.
Huh?
Oh?
You don't know? Or you don't remember? I heard you've been acting strange these days. Disoriented? Confused? You were closer to me than anyone during that battle. And yet you don't remember a thing. Strange indeed.
Oh?
No,
The scar is right here.
By the nerves, I can't imagine this comes as a surprise. Unless your informant in the Knights of Favonia has failed to mention the scar on Hertha's left arm.
Albedo has done a lot of research into beings like you. If you deny it, then show us your arm.
No need to panic. You can just add it now. You excel at changing your appearance, don't you? All I should say is, all spawn of Durin's life force have that ability. A powerful life force, an appearance you can change at will. Yet here you are, formless one, paralyzed to act because you're worried using that power could affect your accomplices. There are others too. Most of the beings under the influence of Durin's life force have gathered here, and yet their presence is what impedes her form from taking action. Once you attempt to transform, all who are around you will be affected by your power. You can't control it because this network of living beings you serve as the core.
Show us your arm. Ugh! Have it your way!
Whoa!
Come on, let's go!
What the?
Hey, they're shielding the imposter!
She's trying to get away. Stop her. Don't let anyone stand in your way.
There are others trying to get in. Must be more people under her control.
Time to get moving, everyone.
Whoa! She just leaped across the room!
After her.
It's time. All units move out. Third company, keep on the imposter's tail. We finally have a chance to talk. But before I explain the events of the past few days, I'd like to make a few things clear. First, I never killed any of my fellow citizens, and I never used human remains as part of an alchemical experiment. Second, the events of the past few days were all part of a plan. Most of the members of our order were in on it. As for the witness, Master D-Luke picked up on the situation long before today's proceedings. Indeed, follow me. The biggest tragedy is Albedo not having a voice actor. Miss Albedo.
What? How are there monsters in the city?
They're all monsters from Dragonspine? The attack is immense. But fear not, we've been preparing for this. We've been monitoring the resurge of Durin's life force. Its festering nature agitated these monsters. We knew it was only a matter of time before they advance on Mondstadt. And so we made preparations for an inevitable battle. I was hoping you two could join me and provide assistance in the battle to come.
Of course. Where's our first stop?
The top of that city wall. Optional objectives? Wait, if they're optional, then I want to just go up there. Didn't they say they wanted me up here or something? I could have sworn they said they wanted me up here. But fine, I'll go to Venti.
Hey, Venti!
Shoot, someone's coming.
Help me! Please! Someone help me! What's with the freak out? It's just us.
Ah, perfect. I can drop the act.
It's about time. I think we can proceed as planned.
I agree. Although, it's been a while since I dealt with something this big. Oh, it's gonna be pretty exhausting.
Don't worry, I'll treat you to a drink for your trouble.
Just what I wanted to hear.
So, these two know the other's identity then?
People can make new friends when we're not here, you know?
Monsters started surging in from Dragonspine during the trial. They soon became agitated, likely in response to the core coming under pressure. Still, I never expected those monsters to have become this advanced.
The power of evolution cannot be underestimated, especially considering the fact that Durin absorbs the previous imposter.
Wait, so what about the map? And the missing bodies?
What the witness says were true. I did hide the bodies. As monitored situation from Dragonspine, I noticed that many who ventured there came back different. Some were under the influence of Durin's power, but the less fortunate ones had already been devoured by monsters, who then assumed their appearance to infiltrate the city. Most of those who were replaced and had no close relatives. So when their behavior changed, there was no one to notice. The monsters used their disguise to get close to people, and eliminated 2 who attempted to attack.
What about the remains Diluc found? Did they belong to one of the victims?
Yes, the monsters slowly digested their victims, sometimes even left behind body parts to aid the transformation. All that remained of the first victim was a few strands of hair, and the second some teeth and a bone.
The only bodies Albedo destroyed were the monster's mimic forms. Then he buried whatever remained of the victims to put them to rest.
Well, someone had to do it. Besides, I managed to gather some valuable data on the putrefaction of the bodies. After we defeated that doppelganger walker flower on Dragonspine, we promised to tell each other a story, remember? Told me a story of a gardener. I'm glad, then you remember what I told you about Subject 2, in his pursuit to replace Subject 1. He transformed a whopper flower into Subject 3. There was another imposter on Dragonspine, nothing? Yes, that would be Subject 2. I confronted him in his buried body in Dragonspine, so you see? At one point, there was something hidden in that hole you found. But Durin is becoming more revitalized by the day. Under the influence of his power, the monsters dug up Subject 2's body and returned it to Durin's stomach. Durin absorbed the failed creation along with his knowledge and way of thinking. Ever since then, all creatures spawned from his power had the ability to transform their appearance. Humans who venture into Dragonspine for too long are always bound to fall under Durin's influence. But those effects don't show themselves right away. The extent to which a person has been affected is hard to perceive.
You saw it for yourself, didn't you? All the people acting strange? Those are the same people who just tried to break into the Knights of Favonia's headquarters. Durin's power remained dormant within them until, finally, it surged to the surface and seized control.
That was our goal. If we could force a situation where the imposter had no choice but to unleash that power, all those under its influence would become violent, and thus we would know who was affected.
Wait, so what do? We can't go around hurting innocent people.
That's why I'm here. It would make me look bad if I just lazed around after promising to help.
We'll use the power of Animo to restrain them for now. That should give the knights a chance to subdue them without harm. A specialized team will deal with them later. Alright. Then that's the long and short of the situation. It's time to activate that thing, right?
Yes. So, if there are little secrets other people shouldn't know, my identity, for example, keep it to yourself, okay? Alright, this should do it.
Wind currents? Paimon's never seen this many.
Yes, we have. There should now be wind currents across the whole city. Everyone, can you hear me? Loud and clear. All units, what's your status?
All good. We have enough manpower to provide support. Requesting assistance at the side gate. Heading over now.
Whoa! It's long-distance wind communication! How is that even possible?
Well, sometimes I forget that Genshin's like medieval in a way, other than like Natlan. So the fact that they're doing this is kind of advanced. And so I'll thank the Lord Barbados with this blessing we can proceed in defending our city.
Actually, if you face away from the current and whisper like this, no one can hear you.
No wonder you're crouching down there like you have something to hide.
You didn't have to broadcast that. Huh? That voice. Venti? Is that you?
Oops.
Oh, you know, tough spot.
Venti's acting could use some work. Ah, right. Now that you're okay, we should check on the status of the other areas.
Thanks, friend. May the animal Archon protect you.
That's so weird coming from Venti.
I've got things covered here.
Venti is such a cool Archon. I don't like being in the middle of this, especially on a bridge. Oh, look who it is. Get back! Phew, that was a close one. I suppose things are in order, Master D. Luke. I appreciate the help. No need. I didn't intervene to save you. It was for my own convenience. You were in my way. Oh, well, let me get out of your hair then, I suppose. We could work together, but you would just melt my ice anyways. Suit yourselves? Alright, then. When did you notice something was off? The first trial? Ah, because of the fake heart, though? No, because of you. What did I do? My defense wasn't passionate enough? You weren't nervous enough? Tell me then, Master D. Luke. When do you think I actually get nervous? I suppose we'll see, won't we? Monsters incoming. On second thought, best not to think about it. Oh, what?
Don't get frostbite. Dodge this.
Wait, but they're like so OP together. Why is this not like used more often? D-Luke's gonna die. Oh, goodbye, D-Luke. Time to Kaya to death. There we go. Talk to D-Luke and Kaya, but D-Luke died.
They're over there! Diluc, Kaya!
If you had time to make it out there, I'm assuming the other areas are secure.
What? We can't be here because we care?
Maintaining control over the main road means maintaining control over the battle as a whole. You made the right choice.
So what's the status over here?
All under control, don't worry. My trusty civilian volunteer and I have this area covered. I think you mean the man who held the title of cavalry captain before you. We don't have to bring that up. Oh, keep up the good work. We'll check on the statues of the other locations. Wait, I didn't know that the title was passed down. Oh, I wanted to thank you for what you said in court. If I'm not mistaken, you were on my side by the end. Believe me, he's had his suspicions since the first trial. I suppose that didn't feel right to believe that someone who helped me in the past could be a cold-blooded killer.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Thank you for trusting in me and choosing to fight alongside us. As for you, Kaya, good work as always. Of course, stay safe. Oh? Oh my goodness, this is such a weird, like, thing. This is so goofy. Guy. I have to wait for the skill because I didn't have enough juice.
Let's dance.
Alright, you should be on the mend.
Thank you so much, Miss Barbara. Things are still quite chaotic outside. It's best if you all remain inside the cathedral for now.
You're not rushing back out to the front line, are you? You're still injured.
Don't worry, Miss Barbara. I'll try not to put myself in harm's way. I can help with logistics from the back.
Well, maybe we can give you a hand. As you said before, the situation outside is chaotic. Injured parties should not be left unattended. There are others here who need to get back to the front lines, so I'll escort you all myself.
Of course. Thank you, Miss Rosaria.
I'm just doing my job. I'll leave the cathedral then to you, Barbara. You can count on me. I really don't know how all of this started, but I do know that Jean and the others have been preparing for this for a really long time, so I think everything will be alright. No, it has to be. Did I catch it about a time, Barbara? No, not at all. Did you need something? I just wanted to tell you that over the next few days, a lot of things are going to happen in Mondstadt, attacks and fighting, so I need you to take care of yourself. Huh? How do you know? Albedo warned us in advance. That's something to do with Dragonspine, and he is our authority on the region. So we should take him at his word. Dragonspine, huh? So the city is going to be in danger? Yes, but the Knights of Favonius will do whatever we can to protect the people. But then, who will protect you? Don't worry, I'll look out for myself, I promise. Please let them be okay out there. Sister Barbara, could you lend me a hand? Oh, of course, coming. It's so weird with so many of them not having voices. It makes it so awkward. They're here! Prepare for battle.
On guard, everyone! Incoming monsters at 11 o'clock!
Of course, Mika's voice, bro. Looks like we've got 25 Hilichurls, 2 Blazing Axe Mutatrolls, and a bunch of different slimes.
Prepare elemental countermeasures!
Roger that. Oh? Oh. I can't push it off. It won't fall off. Could it have given me a worse team to use for this? Unironically. Oh, wait. The whole point is that I have to keep moving. I see now.
Hey! Go, Baron Bunny!
Final warning! Now's our chance!
No escape! Hey!
I absolutely hate Ember so much.
Engaging!
Oh my gosh, I have to go back? Okay, good.
All units are now in position.
Hertha! Oh, jeez, your voice scared me just now.
What? imposter incident? I thought you knew about the plan.
Well, after you up and disappeared one day, all Master Jean told me was that you'd be gone for a while on an important mission, and that it'd be better if people thought you were dead. And then, what do you know? Someone who looks exactly like you appears out of nowhere 2 days later. If Master Jean hadn't told me about your mission, I would have fallen for it hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, that's quite a scary thought.
I get chills thinking about it. A monster replacing someone close to you, and you're none the wiser? Don't worry, once this is over, these monsters won't be a threat to us again.
Albedo, are you okay? The trial wasn't too hard on you, was it? I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I was so worried.
Same here, I thought it was all real at one point. I was in complete shock. So you didn't know Amber? Then it seems Eula did an excellent job at keeping this situation under wraps. And no need to worry, you two. I'm no worse for wear. It sounds like Eula, alright? She's like an impenetrable wall, that one. You're not getting a secret out of her.
Yeah, for sure. She's someone you can really count on.
Wait, so how did you decide Hertha should disappear again? After all this fighting, I can't seem to get it straight.
It was Kaya's suggestion. He said the plan would work best with someone well-known and reputable without being too high-profile. Naturally, Miss Hertha was the perfect choice. We needed to leave a hole in our organization, so she came up with a plan that she would disappear.
Ah, so that explains the rumor that someone had fallen during a mission. Of course, it didn't take long for that to get resolved.
No, because the imposter fell right into our trap. It was all part of the plan. First, we spread the rumor that Hertha was missing in action after some kind of incident. The news came from Kaya and Hertha's direct subordinates, which was important because we needed it to be credible. The imposter saw the gap in our ranks and couldn't help but take the bait. It didn't take long for the fake Hertha to appear in the night's patrol route, claiming to have survived her mission.
When did that happen?
Over 6 months ago.
Whoa, so this has been a long time in the making.
Where was she for 6 months then? What? Just casually disappear for 6 months and it's completely fine? Yes, and our enemy was more meticulous than we expected. Monsters have been searching for Herta's body in order to protect the imposter's identity, which is way more advanced way of thinking than Subject 2. So we had to wait long enough to convince the fake Herta that she had our trust. Furthermore, we needed to give her time to gather evidence against me and convince herself she had enough to strike.
But how did the Knight's internal information even reach Durin and his monsters?
There's an informant among our ranks.
Don't worry, Barbados already tracked her down. She doesn't have his blessing, so she can't hear what we're talking about right now.
Honestly, this whole situation almost gave Paimon a heart attack. All those awful accusations in the first trial, and you couldn't even defend yourself!
It was to be expected. I couldn't just reveal the truth. I had to be at the right moment, or it would have given the imposter even more fuel to use against me. But it was a fake trial, what? Huh? She would have demanded to know how I knew about Dragonspine and the monsters in the skies. It was a trap, you see. Argue back and expose my origins, or keep my mouth shut and be seen as a murderer. Credit where credit is due. It was a well thought, though.
Yeah, thank goodness we were able to back her into a corner.
Indeed, and I have you to thank for that, Hinu. You probably don't know it, but you've been a part of the plan since the beginning. And for that, you have my sincere apologies. I know I kept you in the dark, but I had a reason. This might not sound intuitive, but I did have to make the plan even stronger. From the beginning, I knew I had to leave the letters in my office and a fair, independent reader to discover. Someone willing to seek the truth. Naturally, I thought of you. I knew you would return from Windbloom. And I knew you would agree to attend the trial. And I knew your sense of responsibility and justice as an honorary knight would compel you to start your own investigation. The fake Herta, Subject 2, has met you on Dragonspine before. If she even thought you had lost faith in me, her confidence might have gotten the best of her. It's a perfect time for us to strike. Albedo's right. You were part of our plan from the start. I hope you don't take offense to our decision to keep that from you. And please don't be too hard on Albedo. He was just trying to do his best to look out for Mondstadt, even Even enough people were involved in the plan as it was. We had no other choice. The honorary knight and Paimon will always be friends with Mondstadt. We will never forget that.
Aw, that means a lot.
There's so much voices in this that just aren't done. Oh my gosh. It is us who should be thanking you, honorary knight.
Wait, was that you just now? Let's go to the side.
That was only one of them the entire time, by the way. We will go to the one that's closest.
It's you.
Good work, everyone. We're here to help. Why does this albedo do so much more damage than mine ever would?
Feel this ancient power. Come into being.
I feel like this is an optional objective. Phew, it's been a while since I unleashed... You're trying to tell me Elisa couldn't even have her voice?
It happened a lot before?
Unleashing lightning on people? No. Once in a while, maybe. It sure feels good to let loose, though. My old professor even wrote to me about that one a few days ago. Of course, I made sure to emphasize that I always treat others with kindness. It's only natural for a student to inherit their teacher's ways after all, and mine was a gentle old man from the San Pantamad school. So you see, this time I only used gentle methods of electrocution, so gentle even Jean would have no reason to intervene.
Huh. Gentle electrocution.
That being said, in Razor language, pretty on point, I'd say. You seem to be in good spirits, Miss Lisa. Oh, well, it's good to move about every once in a while. Please don't tell me that was just an optional objective. Oh my goodness, it was. Okay.
It's all my fault. I knew Klee was fast, but disappearing like this? I only lost sight of her for 1 second. How am I going to explain
She lost
this to
Klee?
Albedo?
Explain what?
Albedo, Traveler,
We're providing mobile support across the region. Was there something you needed to explain? You can tell me anything. I hope you know that.
Yeah, plus we kinda already heard what you said.
Just tell us there's nothing to be afraid of.
Klee, she disappeared right under my nose. I'm sorry. I'm doing all I can to find her.
I see. Please don't beat yourself up. Please.
Wait, something's coming this way. And it's
Hello. Thank you for the follow, Hydrotics. Welcome. Hi. How are you? Alright, fighting first, conversation later.
She was right next to me, and the next thing I knew, she ran off somewhere. I swear I only lost sight of her for a second.
This does not seem like a very good Eula team.
Beg for mercy.
Wait, why are there just random key bombs?
I see what you mean. She was not to be underestimated.
This Eula is also not doing very much damage.
Beg for mercy.
Come into
These got this one? Great work, Clea. I'll be counting on you to protect you next time, too.
Albedo, you can't be serious.
No problem, just leave it to Clea. Are you going on patrol, Mr. Albedo? Clea heard you went camping for a few days, and these monsters followed you back home.
Camping. Ah, right. The truth isn't suitable for little ears.
That's right, so I need to report back to Master Jean and settle my expenses. If you have some time, I'm sure Eula would be grateful to have you escorted back to our headquarters as well.
Of course. I place myself in your capable hands, Spark Knight.
It would be an honor. Clea will do her best. Oh my gosh, this quest is so long. This is a very interesting quest, though, compared to others. That should be it for now. Good work, everyone. How did we fare injury-wise? Good, our preparations paid off. Injuries are few and far between. I have the full record here. Wonderful. I'll review it in a bit.
We're back!
Everyone alright?
Amber?
Yep, right as rain. We're back. Clea kept Miss Eula safe the whole way. That's amazing, Clea. Eula was lucky to have you. Oh, poor Eula's pride. Looks like we're still missing a few.
Reporting back, Master Jean. Mission complete.
Good to have you back safe and sound, and great work, everyone. This operation could not have happened without you all. Your leadership is what made it possible, Master Jean. It's been a busy few days. You should take a well-deserved break. I will, but I believe you deserve one most of all. My work isn't finished, I'm afraid. I have a few loose ends to tie up. Loose ends? Yes, of course. We can talk about it back at headquarters. Shino and Paimon should be there too. Alright, everyone who has finished their work, we should head back and get to quarters or the church to get some rest. Wanna come with us, Clea? We can drink some tea and eat some freshly baked moon pies. Yes, yes! There's so many not please.
Hi, everyone.
Venti! Thank you for everything. I knew there was difficult moments along the way.
Oh, well, wait. Does that mean you saw me running for my life?
No, apologies. Just forget I said anything.
Just kidding. But you're right. It was tough out there. I almost lost my hat to the wind several times.
I love Venti. Any notable information on the wind?
Of course! I was out on the city wall for quite some time. I heard all sorts of things. As for something notable, well, I picked up on anxious voices and a child's anger.
A child's anger. Durin has been isolated for centuries, but absorbing subjects to his emotions allowed him to understand certain truths about this world and his existence, including the fact that he's no longer Mother's only child. Or most of her perfect creation. It's obvious he found that fact difficult to accept. The emotions he felt in response were quite genuine, dare I say human. If I eliminate the quote-unquote perfect creation, I will be the only child Mother needs. This mindset arose out of Durin's instincts to compete and survive, and came to dominate all those around him. Of course, the absorption of subject whose knowledge allowed him to take a more intelligent approach, accusing me of murder. In the end, however, Durin still lacked sufficient social intelligence. The fact that his army even got this far is a miracle.
Oh, no wonder Venti sensed a child's anger through
It's close?
It's close.
Fonia? Miss Fonia, here to make your report?
Oh, nothing much to report, actually.
Is that so? During the battle, were you talking about your transfer to the 7th Company? You were in charge of patrols and post-battle reconnaissance this time. How did everything go?
Good. No problems.
I see. If you don't mind me asking, why did you come from that direction and why are you alone? Did you think we were still meeting at the gate side? There was a change of plans. We sent the message over the wind in the last few minutes of battle. There were a lot of changes during the operation, but I imagine you missed those as well because you were under Durin's influence, and you have been ever since your trip to Dragonspine over 6 months ago. Don't move. Let's continue this discussion back at headquarters. Don't be scared. I'll figure out a way to free you from his power soon. Restless as a child. Alright, the others are looking after Fonia. Please tell me you can help her. I can as long as the rest of the operation goes well.
Wait, the operation isn't over. What do we do now?
What happens next is more of a personal project. I've consulted Venti about the possibility of calling a tripartite conference? Ah yes, that's a relatively new tradition. Grandmaster Varkas came up with the idea a few years ago.
I still remember when he approached me about asking the lovely ladies of the Hexen Circle for a small favor. The chumminess caught me off guard. If I hadn't known any different, I'd have thought he was talking about his older sisters or something.
Older sisters? Is Varka really young or something?
I wouldn't exactly call him young, but he's not old either.
He's the type to crack a joke at every opportunity. So whatever age that is, that can be any age. Indeed. Anyways, the tripartite conference is gathering of 3 parties. In the Hexen Circle, the Animal Archon, and the joint forces of the Knights and the Church of Favonius. Lord Barbados was able to facilitate a meeting between Varka and the mages. Varka has quite a way with words, so he was able to gain their favor and convince them to agree to a very important request. Namely that Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages would return to lend their aid to our nation. Yes, and now I have a request of my own, so I need the conference to convene once again. Venti, if you would.
Of course! Traveler, pass me the Dodo communication device.
Dodo communication.
You're gonna use that thing to call them?
Just watch and learn. Okay, I think this should do it.
Dodo 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 call.
What's that ringing? Is it the wind or something?
Hold on, that's not the right voice.
Now I'm calling the wrong person.
Wait. Barbados?
Varka?
Grandmaster?
Oops, wrong contact. Sorry, Varka, you're probably busy right now.
Well, considering I'm surrounded on both sides with a group on my tail looking to turn me into mincemeat, yeah, I'd say so.
Oh?
Yes. Well, have fun with that. We can talk some other time.
Doesn't even care if he's gonna be okay?
Alright, pass along my regards. Oh, and I still owe you for those drinks, don't I? Just take it from my stash. I keep it in...
Dodo 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 call.
Hey! He was just about to tell us where to find his secret stash!
Don't tell me he hid it beneath the giant tree of Windrise. seems like a bit much. Dodo Dodoko!
Hello? Who is this? Greetings, Miss Alice. It's Venti. Venti? Nope, it doesn't ring a bell. You're really gonna tease me like this? Fine. It's Barbados.
Oh, I think my camera shut off. Turn on the back one. Or backup one. Let's see. Oh wait, it's not gonna use that camera. I think it'll be that one. Huh? Maybe it can't actually track. I think since my phone died, maybe it's a good time to end stream. Because I cannot fix up a... Oh wait, never mind, it's working. There we go. It's just a little less expressive.
Apologies, just a bit of fun. What can I do for you, dear Barbados? You still remember the tripartite conference, right? I'm calling on behalf of a friend.
It's not a VTuber stream without a little bit of scuff.
Oh? And which brave soul is it this time?
It's me, Aunt Alice.
Albedo, captain of the Knights of Favonia's investigation team, requests a formal meeting with the Hexen Circle. And what is your wish, dear Albedo?
I want to accomplish something unprecedented.
How unprecedented. Something even your mother Rhine-daughter never accomplished?
In terms of technique, no. But in terms of location and materials, yes.
Okay, that makes no sense. You've piqued my interest. I'll be right there.
Be right where? Here, as in this office?
Hello again, everyone.
She's a cat. Giant Dodoko.
Darling, isn't it? It even has its own hat.
This is what we get for what we see of Alice?
Wow, the attention to detail.
Pleasure to see you all again. It's been a while. On behalf of the Hexen Circle, I hereby grant Albedo's request. I'm guessing you still need to prepare? Take your time. Just come find me at the long table when you're ready.
Aw, that's nice of you.
I suppose it's just my nature, darling.
Thank you, Aunt Alice. Before we set out, there's something you need to meet. Or someone you need to meet. At my office, he's waiting for you there? Wait, what? Is someone new? Also, this quest is still going. It's only been an hour.
Hey, have you ever wondered why Albedo always keeps his office closed? I'm on bets there's a secret snack stash hidden around here somewhere.
It's little dragon guy! Mini Durin!
Mini Durin? What are you doing here?
I missed that little guy! Well, actually, I kind of been helping you guys in secret this whole time. I tried tapping Paimon on the shoulder during the battle, but you floated away too fast. Yeah, I've been a monster a few days now, but I've kept myself out of sight. I thought people might be scared of me.
Oh, don't worry. We aren't scared of you.
Thanks.
So, what brings you here? Oh, is it Windbloom? There are a ton of fun games this time of year.
I did sneak off to the festival for a bit. Even though I couldn't play the games because of all the people, I still have lots of fun. But that's not why I'm here. Albedo and I made a promise to accomplish something great together.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna replace the Durin of Dragonspine. I'm gonna be the one who was revived and brought into this world. Huh?
Wait, didn't that already happen? You left the storybook world, and now you're here.
Sorry, I should be more specific. Albedo said he can use alchemy to turn me into a human.
What?
Human transmutations, so you're Albedo's intended subject. Yes, he's been working on it for a long time.
And that's what you want, Mini Durin? To become human?
I don't know if I want is the right word. I don't know if there is a right answer in a situation like this. But I do know this. I just have as much a right to this name. I don't want to lose the other to the other Durin. I know, Albedo talked to me about that. He said the Durin on Dragonspine is a lot more aggressive and primitive. Almost like a beast. But Mom created me in a storybook. The pure parts of me can balance out the evil parts of him. If I'm honest, I don't know what that will look like. If I can still be me once I become one with that part of him. Maybe without a complete soul, there will never be really a me to begin with. Albedo said these kinds of questions are normal. We're all just trying to figure out who we are. But I'm not afraid of change. I want my life to have meaning and surpassing the evil dragon. Becoming human. Both sound pretty meaningful to me. So don't worry, no one is forcing me to make this choice.
Well, turning you into a human sounds like a huge project.
Yeah, I'm really grateful for him. We're kind of in the same boat, you know. Albedo told me he's the Krinda Prince, a synthetic human, and if this works, I'll be one too. We'll be the only two of our kind in the whole world. Alchemical creations allowed to live in human form. If all living things are grouped together by their species, then there's only one other person like me in this world, and I guess that makes us family.
Definitely. You've just gotta trust one another. Actually, while we're on the subject, does your friend Hakai know about this?
Yeah, I told him I was coming here to fulfill this duty. He didn't try to stop me. He just said to get a move up. Why are you so mean? He did not outright say it, but I think he supports my decision. Maybe even thinks it's a good idea to go through with this. I'm a little scared, of course, but excited too. Anyways, I'm really glad I got to talk to you at this time. I feel a lot better now, so thanks. Aw. What? We changed during the Hudson Circle's trial. So I have to use a freeze team? What happened to Imaginarium Theater? Well, I should probably change the party, I guess, to freeze theme.
Welcome, one and all. Please sit wherever you like.
So, no unspoken rules to be aware of? I don't want to unwittingly park myself down on some important lady's chair.
I highly doubt anyone's going to mind where you sit, Lord Barbados. But thank you for being so
It
considerate.
looks so weird seeing her as a Dodoko.
Jean didn't fancy tagging along.
What happened in the city today? If she left, there really would be no one around to lead the Knights of Favonius.
All right, never mind. I was just hoping to treat her to some tea. Oh. So, tell me, Albedo, what is this outrageous and audacious plan of yours that I've been hearing murmurings about?
I'll get right to the point. I intend to kill evil Durin and Dragonspine.
Oh?
And I'd also like to request some alchemical reagents from the Hexen Circle.
Which ones? I'm all ears.
First would be the flesh of that immortal monster from the Mare Jivari.
Interesting. What else?
The other is a portion of the embryo left by my mother, Rhine-daughter.
Ah, the raw material from which she created her monsters in the past. There's not much of it left. Dragon blood, monster flesh, and embryo. Sounds to me like a formula for creating life.
Correct. Durin's heart has continued to beat ever since the day he died. That means it's just a matter of time before he eventually returns. It could be centuries away or millennia, but the day will come. I spent years investigating in Dragonspine, and I'm well aware of the danger he poses. He's already posed a considerable threat to Mondstadt in less than half of the original strength. There's no telling how dire the consequences could be if he ever regained his full life force. Hence, if we wanted to be free of the dangers posed by his blood and limitless vitality, we must find a way to eliminate Durin entirely. Unfortunately, Durin has a special entity. Even after death, he could reawaken at any moment. So the solution is to kill him and then resurrect him in a different form. Upon resurrection, he will no longer be the creature he once was. In fact, he will no longer be a monster at all, because I intend to transform him into a human-like being. During the summer, Klee and I visited a fairy tale world called Simulanka. It was created by mages from Hexen Circle, so I'm sure you know of it.
Of course. It was even the home of one of M's children, the other Oh, I see.
It was during that journey that I learned, with certainty, that Durin would return to life one day. That experience inspired me. I met a pure soul M had created, and if I had known that I wanted to change Durin's fate, he could be the key. To that end, I devised an alchemical model for the transmutation. The soul will become the fairy tale dragon of Simulanka, the blood from the original dragon heart. And the monster remnants from the Marjavari and the embryo mother left behind will form the flesh. The corrosive nature of the dragon venom and the heightened vitality of the monster's remnants will offset each other, keeping the constructed body in perfect balance. A powerful side effect will be triggered when the festering forces of life energy collide. In an alchemical setting, the results are sure to be nothing short of outstanding.
The glint in your eye when you talk about these ideas. You really are your mother's child.
What a thing to say. Did you see that as a bad thing, Antalis?
Of course not. To me, you're both extraordinary individuals. I find you fascinating. In any case, now I see why you asked Venti for help. The raw materials you seek are extremely valuable. The misuse of even the tiniest amount could cause unimaginable chaos. That said, we're happy to give you what you need. But there is one condition. You need to prove you can wield them. And so, you must pass the Hexen Circle's trial.
Oh no. Oh, that's where this boss thing comes from. I understand. I figured something like this might happen. That's why I asked Shino to come along. Haha, I can't think of a better partner for such an endeavor.
So you know our tricks, huh?
Antalis has always loved the spectacle. Any chance to witness friends come together to support one another?
Well, success means little if you have no one to celebrate it with, no? Although, I'm afraid dear Paimon will have to sit this one out. What? Why? The Hexen Circle trials are no walk in the park, my dear. Besides, I already decided on the structure. There's only room for 2 participants, I'm afraid. No more, no less. You understand, don't you, Paimon? Oh, don't be too angry with your dear aunt.
Okay, you can turn off the charm.
Thank you for being so understanding. Then, whenever you two are ready, interact with the chessboard on the table. It will guide you through the trial.
Then let me make a formal request. Will you go through this trial with me? Of course! Are you ready, Shino?
Then, my dear children, get ready for a taste of the Dodo King's magic.
Dodo King? What a thing to call yourself. Wait, what? That's so cool. Hello? It's certainly keeping with the hexagonal melodies. We've been shrunken down to chess piece size.
You're so tiny now. Take extra care of yourselves, okay?
What is it? Nothing, it's just Paimon's voice is even louder than usual now that I'm this size. She's always so energetic and lively, nothing can dampen her spirits. Don't worry. We'll be back with her again in no time.
You sound pretty confident, Albedo.
And Alice, I didn't realize you'd personally be conducting the trial.
Well, since your mother has to recuse herself, who better than I to put your abilities to the test? I have prepared quite a riveting new performance just for you two. See? Defeat them in battle. Prove to me that you have what it takes to achieve your goal. Swashbuckle your way to victory like gallant fairy tale heroes.
Thankfully, I've done this boss like 1 billion times now.
Transfiguration, obey. The lightning, echo, and sound.
Cover the beat. Moment of burst.
Oh wait, what? Albedo's like actively in? Yo, can this thing stop jumping? I just want to hit it.
I'm flying.
Moment of burst. Burst forth.
Ow.
Witness my great undertaking.
She doesn't break this very fast.
Take your true form. Manifest.
King and queen.
Moment of burst.
Whoa.
Live. Witness my great undertaking.
Now, that's really easy version of the battle. I didn't even know the king piece was still alive.
Oh, it had to be this form? A toy really doesn't suit me. Well done, but this isn't over. I will now preside over the second trial. Stare straight ahead, and you will see things as they appear. But change your perspective, and you will see them as they are.
Yo, the elevator! Oh, it's just the second part, I see.
The trial awaits. Only by turning the world on its head can we see its true colors. So, it begs the question, what do you see on the other side of this chessboard? Pawns earned true freedom the moment they gave
I really need to
up
build my
this
Skirkenshin house sometime.
So, in the spirit of wonder, I prepared a surprise for you. No need to thank me, of course. Just a small gesture of kindness from me, Barbalon Trismegistus, to you.
Slay our foes with what almighty
This baby, you're always so charming and delightful.
Feel this ancient power.
Good lord,
There we go.
Your lines.
Where were we?
My Skirk really isn't built enough for this, that's for sure.
One blast is quite enough. The final act is upon us.
There we go. Walpurgis game.
Yes, very well done. Oh, they've grown up so fast. I'm so proud. Really? Well then, I'll leave you to debrief the others about today's events. Huh? You're leaving already? You did marvelously today. I'm thrilled for both of you. And should you feel the need to gloat profusely to that student of mine so she knows to up her game, be my guest.
Oh, so that's the old hag Mona's always going on about.
Lovely tea party. But that'll do me for now. Until next time, my dearies. You're just going to up and leave? Barbie? You'll have to forgive Barbalov. She's always on the move. And she never says where she's going either. I think she enjoys the mystique. But if I had to guess, she's probably going for a walk. She's a very health-conscious individual. Barbie was satisfied with your victory. And so am I. Congratulations to you both. You can come back now. Oh, whoops. I need to turn you back to normal first, don't I?
You're finally back! Great job! You made it all look so easy!
Nice to have you back safe and sound. Now time to relax and switch off. You've earned it.
Thank you. Once you've rested up, let me know when you're free and we'll head to Dragonspine.
To deal with
This
the
quest is
dragon
so
of
long.
Dragonspine, right?
Indeed. The sooner we deal with Durin, the better. But what happened to Imaginarium Theater? Like, I don't see any trace of it. See? Although I will say I don't want to be a freeze team in Dragonspine. Where is Arlecchino? There we go.
Yep, this place is as freezing as ever. My mom's hands are turning to ice.
I think it's like down here. Yeah.
You sure? Is it warm in there?
We arrived. Sorry, Paimon, I have to get to work now.
Still beating away after all this time.
Leave it to me. You two stay on guard.
May Paimon ask a question?
You may.
Who is Durin to you? Do you think of him as one of your kind? And is he a dragon, person, animal, or monster?
From an alchemical perspective, we're both artificial creations, but biologically speaking, we have no relation whatsoever. So to say we are kin would be categorically incorrect.
Sounds like you prefer humans to dragons then.
It's not so much a matter of preference, rather as things stand. I wouldn't say I belong to a class of human, albeit a unique category thereof. But then again, most forms of life in this world would possess some unique traits. I am perhaps the most unique among humans, in that I am the only one of my kind. But soon there will be another just like me, assuming this alchemical project proves successful. I believe Mini Durin already told you of his intent to replace the Durin of Dragonspine. After my conversation with him, he also expressed a strong interest in becoming human. It's a fascinating prospect, not to mention an extremely challenging one, but I understand why he came to that conclusion. Well, understood in the broadest sense, this project deals with both the past and future and stands to profoundly impact many lives. That primarily is what makes it worthwhile. Helping Mini Durin become who he wants to be is a secondary consideration, though still a meaningful one. By contrast, my personal motivations are nothing so grand and meaningful. I'm just pursuing something I believe in. In my view, to cultivate life, which the world cannot generate endominously, is to cultivate the world itself. Whatever aids life in attaining a greater level of perfection improves the world by doing so. It's not a question of whether this ought to be done or not, merely whether I wish to. An alchemical enterprise is concerned with deciphering and comparing all forms of knowledge. That is the path I walk. Of course, that's not to say that this is just a science experiment to me. Anything that affects Mondstadt, I approach first and foremost as a member of the Knights of Favonius. Does that answer your question satisfactorily? Oh. Oh. Finished.
Looks like a golden energy has encased the dragon's heart.
The whole heart would be too big. I don't need that much. Instead, I've just removed the core. The rest will soon lose its vitality completely. It's time. Durin's body should finally die for good.
Wait, but in that case, what's gonna happen to the fake Hertha? And what about the people who fell under...
The Knights will keep an eye on them, but as far as I'm concerned, eliminating Durin's influence on the citizenry and creating a new Durin through alchemy are one and the same thing. Armed with this heart, I'll be able to complete the alchemic array and deal with all those issues in one go. Uh-oh, it's a very good sign when we're right outside the gate. Let's call it a day here. Thank you for accompanying me.
Pleasure! We sure learned a lot.
Mondstadt's a lively place during the Windbloom Festival. You should take a look around and pick out some nice souvenirs for yourselves.
Oh yeah, the festival! Wonder who the Wimbloom star is gonna be this time? Well, we've been too busy dealing with this situation the entire time. Who else would be free to work during the Wimbloom Festival?
I'm sure we'll find out on the day of. Wait until 2 days later again? I don't think it actually made it the 2 days. Now it definitely should have, though.
What could the
The
children...
Windbloom Festival is about to begin! Let's go check it out!
Intend a special story mode to continue the story? Oh, surely that completed, like, commissions, right? Yeah, let's go. Oh, I lost, like, 800 points of, commission stuff, so it's a good thing that I, did that. Beforehand, I'll also actually cash out my commission, because, you know... Wow.
Thank you for
I have a lot of quests, I see. Wait, is this not the plaza? I thought this was the plaza. I don't know Mondstadt that well. This is really a long quest. As you all know, this year's Windbloom Festival and the people of Mondstadt have banded together to defeat several waves of monsters that have tried to invade our city. Accordingly, we would like to award the title of the Windbloom Star to someone who made an outstanding contribution to the defense operation. This is someone who may not look like a strong warrior, but whose keen insights played a vital role in gaining control over the conflict. His words and songs have always had a way of lifting the people's spirits, and they were a great support to us all. Let's give a round of applause as this year's Windbloom Star, Venti the Bard.
Amazing! Venti!
Huh? No way! You're really gonna pick me?
Why not? You're the perfect person for the job.
Alright. Does that mean I get unlimited free drinks at the tavern?
I'm sure they'd be more than happy to support this year's Windbloom Star. If you'd like, you can even take a drink while you're giving your acceptance speech to the crowd.
In that case, instead of a speech, how about a song? Everyone! The best bard in the land is about to begin his performance! So don't go away! Gather round and lend me your ears!
Ooh. Genshin has such pretty cutscenes. I hereby execute the prayer of formation. Oh? You produce earth, flowing water, refining fire, fortifying wind. Traverse the 18th worldly and 20th passage. Emergent soul, enter the mortal realm. Elevate festering flesh into sacred blood and bone. O sages. Witness my grand elevator? I want to believe it said elevator. I think it said endeavor though. But it's albedo. It has to be an elevator. Oh?
Albedo, how did everything go?
Very smoothly, I'd say. We achieved our goal.
So Mini Durin looks like a human now?
Correct. However, his newly formed body is still stabilizing. We should give him some time. I graciously accept the compliment. It's rather remarkable what we have accomplished.
So, how do you feel right now?
Quite good. I did what I set out to do, and achieved a personal goal. I think even she would have made a rare facial expression had she seen it.
She?
My master and mother Gold Rhine-daughter. A long time ago, she sent me to Mondstadt with the instruction to complete a task of monumental importance, to find the truth of the world. I had a theory about what she meant, and in time I was able to collaborate it. Sure enough, finding this truth of the world basically stood for getting a life. That may be easy for most people, but for someone like me, it meant doing a lot of learning about a lot of things. I had to find out myself and the world around me, get to know me, and get to know other people. Life is a space that exists between me and the world. To become truly human, I had to inhabit that space. So, for an artificial human, finding life is, in some sense, equivalent to finding the truth of the world.
So that's what she meant, huh? Well, no wonder those monsters wanted to infiltrate the city and replace you. They wanted your life for themselves.
Being alive is just existing, but having a life is what makes you truly human. I think that's the message she wanted to get across to me. Still, I found this whole series of events has given me new inspiration. Becoming human is only the beginning. What follows is the choices a human has to make in life, as well as the kinds of family bonds they will form. Most people would probably see the events of the last few days as something out of a nightmare, but for me, it's just part of my family life. I fear that the carefree existence my brother has enjoyed this far will come to an end, just like me. He will have to step into the world and face the same constraints as everyone else.
You've got an unusual family, that's for sure.
Well, I suppose we get it from our mother. She's highly unusual. There are all kinds of families in the world. Some base their life around the family store, others around the farm. In my family, I suppose we tend to flower beds, and now I'm a gardener too. Master never showed her face, but if the Hexen girl knows what I've done, that means she knows as well, and gave her approval. Since devouring Nibirius, it seems that she has finally found the modicum of peace. And if so, I am truly happy for her. She didn't always have a penchant for madness, you know?
Devouring Nibirius? What's Nibirius?
It's the name of the ruler of life.
What?
Aunt Alice told me about it not too long ago, but it comes to no surprise. I knew Master would have done it sooner or later. As for the ruler of life, all I know is this. Nibirius is not gone. Instead, because of Master's actions, she and Nibirius are now one. In any case, thank you so much for your help during this ordeal and for choosing to stand by my side through it all.
Of course. That's what friends are for.
Hearing you say that means more than I can say. I'll make sure to pass along the sentiment and report back to Master Jean.
Oh, so you're heading back to headquarters? Well, good luck with the report.
Thank you. I'll get going. Wait, did we not get to see Durin? In human form, other than a little bit of a cutscene?
To be a special one. It feels like we really made a difference. Oh, but I almost forgot. If the Wimbloom star has already been chosen, what is this year's Wimbloom gonna be?
Wanna take a guess?
Venti, you're back.
Well, I couldn't keep my two dear friends in the dark about this year's Windbloom, now could I? What do you think of the Cecilia? The true feelings of the prodigal son. A sentiment as sweet and warm as a gentle spring breeze. Perfect for the season. Traveler, give me your hand.
Huh?
The mages are very pleased that you and Albedo managed to pass their trial. Albedo received the materials he sought, so you deserve something in return as well. The Hexen Circle wants you to have this. It contains something entirely one of a kind, a secret of sorts. When the time is right, it will reveal itself to you. So no need to open it right away.
Wow! A gift and a mystery all in one! The mages sure love their secrets, huh?
According to the sender, you're probably the only person who could make use of something like this. So I suppose it belongs with you. Well,
Alright
all I
then.
did was deliver it. Although I did go to great lengths during this whole ordeal. I suppose a reward for my efforts wouldn't be out of the question.
You've helped a lot, Venti. How about we treat you to a drink?
Really? Oh, I'll hold you to that, you know. No going back on your word.
Of course, Dad! Let's go to the tavern right now!
Music to my ears. Oh, I'm so happy I could fly. It's like this festival was made for me or something. When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell.
Since when does it have Venti actually sing?
Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free. Through shadows so cold, he saw wisdom untold, chasing a fragrance the wind only knows. This wistfulness waned and faded into night as he stepped from the darkness and into the light.
That was so nice. That was a really nice quest. Let's see. What's in this? Okay, so I think for now I'm gonna go ahead and go because it is getting kind of late and I need to pack up all my stuff. So thank you for hanging out, and I'm gonna head out. Peace, peace, and bye bye.